Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. How are you? Feels like it's been a while because I took a week off vlogging after Mykonos. Came back, had to unpack, and then I just wanted to immerse myself in family life and just have a week of normal work. But thank you so much for all of your lovely feedback on the vlog, on the photos, on the reels. Absolutely loved it. So glad you guys did too. So let's kick off another vlog. It's Monday, so I call this admin day. It's a shorter working day for me because I'm picking up Gray from school at normal time, but I've got a few bits and bobs to do, some work things to plan for. And one of the things I really want to do this morning is a little bit of batch cooking for a friend of mine who's about to have a baby. So a friend of mine, she's got a planned C-section. So I don't know when it is actually, but I know that she's going to be having a C-section and she lives far from me. So I thought what I'd do is I'd kind of get ahead of myself and batch cook some food, put it in my freezer in freezer bags so that when she has the baby, it's all ready to go and I can take some food over for her freezer. I know it's all very organized, but I've got a busy couple of weeks coming up. So I want to get ahead. And when you have a C-section, it's quite important to have really good, nutritious, hearty food to help you recover. So I'm going to make a minestrone soup and a chickpea curry. So she can add pasta to the minestrone soup. She can add rice to the curry. And yeah, I've got freezer bags. Where are my freezer bags? Somewhere I've got freezer bags, which they don't take up too much space. I think she has quite a small freezer, but they don't take up too much space. So I'll put them in freezer bags for her. Yeah, I just went to the shop to get some bits that I need. They actually had everything I need. Oh, this is not for this, but I absolutely love this pasta. Katie Picks introduced me to it, this shape specifically. So I was excited to see that in my little local shop. Got chickpeas, I've got a lot of tins going on here. Coconut milk, courgette. Oh, I saw this, which I thought would be so handy. So many recipes I make require garlic and ginger. And I do have a ginger paste, but I normally chop up the garlic fresh. But this is a garlic and ginger paste mix. So you can just put it in all in one. I thought that was absolutely genius. Okay, that's everything. Oh my God, I need to put my hair up. When I'm cooking, I can't have my hair down. It annoys me so much. And also my hair molts so badly, so that's gross. I also saw this in the shop and I couldn't help myself. I literally went for coconut milk and came out with a plant. It was quite a good price. I was looking for something to put on top of our glasses cabinet. I just want more stuff in this house. I want more texture. I want more color. And putting a plant on top of a cupboard is a very easy way to add more texture, and it's so nice to have so many plants in the kitchen, and I like that it will kind of dangle down. If I were to do this kitchen again, I would use reeded glass on the drinks cabinet because it's not got particularly nice pottery in it, it's just glasses, so you don't really want to see it. And I would have done reeded glass, but there's no point doing that now. But I might get the stickers that you can get to put on the glass doors that make it look like it's reeded. Anyway, I don't think I have a pot that's big enough for this. But do you know what I think would look so nice? I'm not going to use this little hangy thing because I'm not going to hang it. I've got this basket I love, and that would look so nice with the plant in it, but it's obviously not lined for a plant. I don't really want to ruin it. But do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I could line this with bin bag, put a plate down, and then put the plant on top so that when I water it, the water will go onto the plate if there's any excess. And then if it's lined as well, it might be okay. What if I do a sandwich bag? Oh my God, I always get really distracted by what I'm doing. And then I get obsessed with doing something else. Once I've got something in my head, I just need to get it done. Okay, sandwich bag, cut open, into the basket. I need a plate that I'm not going to miss. Oh, I'm very sorry, Gray, but I think it's going to have to be your painted plate, which we weren't entirely sure what to do with. I don't think she'll notice. Plate perfectly fits the bottom there. Let me make sure the lining is coming up around the edge. That all looks pretty protected. I put some foil in there as well. And then the plant. Oh my God, guys. I think I nailed that. I knew I'd find a use for this basket. I bought it and I didn't have an obvious place for it to go. But I was like, I love it, so I'm going to get it. One day I will have a use for it. And that day is now. How great does that look? Oh my God, I love it. It adds texture, colour, greenery. Now we need to pop it. Let me give it a little bit of a water. Okay, I'm just gonna give that a little bit of a drink. Let's move all this stuff out of the way. I'm gonna have to climb up onto the worktop. Take my socks off so I don't fall to my death. Now, Rich is gonna kill me if he sees that I've bought another plant. So do we think he's going to notice this? Oh, wait, there's a dip. You won't see it. I need to put it on something. Got an Amazon box. Is that going to work? Okay, let's see if a little Amazon box does the trick. Yes, this is going to work. Can you see the Amazon box? That's the question. No, I've decided it looks too obvious that it's been placed on top of the box. What I need to do is cut the box in half so that the basket's still poking out enough. Let's cut this box up. Oh my God, lucky I brought this box down because there's another present in it still. Okay, now that's just like a little lift. Pop that under there. That should give it a little lift without, I feel like I might need to secure that without you seeing the whole box and the whole basket. Yes, so much better. Love that. Absolutely keeping these cardboard cuttings that I just did because they're so good for painting paint samples on and moving them around a room. Okay, I'm gonna start with the minestrone soup and just get that going. It's a pretty easy thing to make, but it's so yummy and just so comforting when you're recovering from anything, really. I'm gonna do 1 onion, 2 sticks of celery. I'm gonna do 3 carrots because they're quite small. A couple of garlic cloves. I mean, I don't know yet if she'll be breastfeeding, and I know sometimes too much onion and garlic can, I don't know, does it make the baby a bit gassy? Or is it just rumours? I remember when I was trying to breastfeed, it was like, oh my God, is it something I'm eating? 1 courgette, 1 tin of chopped tomatoes, 1 tin of cannellini beans, a tin of mixed beans, vegetable stock, oregano, thyme, salt and pepper, small pasta, spinach. Perfect. Let's get going with that. Definitely going to pop on a podcast while I'm doing this. Okay, I've got the chickpea curry going. I'm just doing some onions and red pepper, and then I'll add some spices, ginger, garlic, chickpeas, coconut milk, minestrone's simmering. Actually, I'm going to pop the lid on. Where is the lid? Rich, come say hi to the vlog quickly before you make your coffee. How did you survive?
I've got wet hands.
Ooh, how did you survive with the kids while I was away?
Oh yeah, fine. We have a little system going and the kids love me. So
We have a system going and the kids love me.
yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Good.
I don't know what to say.
You took Friday off work, and where did you take them?
Took them to Nebworth House. It's worth a visit. Nice.
I haven't been there since I was a kid.
There's a fort and lots of playthings, adventure
So
playground.
good. Took the kids and one of Gray's friends. Smashed it. Thank you. All right, make your coffee. I'm going to carry on cooking. Oh, by the way, he came down and was like, where'd you get that plant from? It's the first thing he noticed. Can't get anything by him. But then you said, what did you say?
Huh?
About the plant?
Really like it.
Whoop, whoop. How cool is this? Not this. Joe Malone have just sent me, they've done a collaboration with Little Green, which is really funny because I was literally just painting some Little Green samples on Rudy's bedroom wall. Always handy to have another little paintbrush. They've sent me, no way have they just sent me this. Salix, that was literally the other colour. This is wild. 1 minute. I was just looking at all the Little Green colours because I've got kitchen green and I was looking at what other warm kind of bluey greens there are. And I was like, I wonder if Salix would work. And then I'm not joking. In this Joe Malone parcel, one of the colours is Salix. That's really weird. Why do weird things like that keep happening to me? Salix and Masquerade. So they've sent a couple of samples, which is cute. But it's a collaboration between Joe Malone and Little Green. And they've done these candles. Look how sweet. Pomegranate Noir, Lime, Basil and Mandarin. So they're 2 most best-selling candles. I'm actually not a huge fan of Lime, Basil and Mandarin. It's a good bathroom smell, but it's not my fave. Pomegranate Noir, though, is gorgeous. Look at that packaging. That's really lovely. So they've colour matched it with these 2 paints. This one's Masquerade. Oh, that's so nice. And then Lime, Basil and Mandarin. I never understand why that's their best-selling. I mean, I'm coming round to it the older I get. I can appreciate it smells good in a room, but when you smell it straight up, it's like, I'm not 100% sure about it, but I like that colour. I'm going to go and try, let's go paint that in Rudy's room and see what it looks like. Let's go upstairs and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's take this and Salix. That is so weird. I'm just letting the food just kind of cool down. That is the chickpea curry. Oh my God, that smells so good. And then this is the minestrone. So this is what it looks like with clay mid as the back colour and kitchen green as the stripe. But I've also done a little sample of clay mid here. So let's do the Salix as the stripes and see how that looks. I don't even know if I've updated you on the vlog. I think I mentioned it on Instagram that I think I've changed my mind in terms of doing wallpaper in here. It's just such a faff. We're not going to hire someone to do it and I'm never going to get around to doing it. I've never wallpapered before and I find the whole thing just a little bit intimidating. And the stick-on wallpapers just are not in the prints that I like. And I know lots of you have mentioned like wall stickers, decals, and I might put a few of those on, but it's not going to cover the whole kind of room. So I think I'm going to paint on stripes that will give kind of a wallpaper effect and make it feel really cozy. I'm going to put loads of prints and stuff up so it'll just have that kind of background texture and pattern to it and just like wrap the room. Okay, I don't know, I feel like this might be too blue for this room because it's a north facing room. I just don't want it to be too cold and I think the warmth of that green will be nicer, but let's give it a little go anyway. Just do some. Okay, instantly this looks way more blue in this room, like I said, because it's north facing. It's going to bring out too much blue and it will just make it feel cold, whereas I can see straight away just with my eye that green, although it looks quite minty green, which isn't exactly what I was after, it definitely feels a lot warmer. So I think I'm going to go with that. I want to put some coving up just to like break up the wall a bit because it's so tall. I was thinking about taking the stripes kind of 3/4 of the way up and then I could do maybe some like nice kind of wavy edging on it, but I don't know if it will kind of be too bitty with that, especially when his bed gets flipped over and it's a high bed. I think maybe just taking the stripes all the way up to the top is easier, but if we put coving, I think that would be really nice. And what do I do with the ceiling? I think I might paint it the same, not stripes, but the background colour, which is clay mid, just so it all kind of blends in. Okay, I'm just making some lunch for me and Rich. We're just going to do very easy red onion, mango. We've got some ready cooked prawns in the fridge, avocado. Actually, can you get me a little bowl? I'm going to put the red onion in some water just to take the edge off it. It's Father's Day on Sunday, so we're just trying to work out what Rich wants to do with his day. Thinking of starting the day off with a outside swim. What are they?
Blanco Nino, smoky chipotle.
Show them to the camera.
Huh?
Show them to the camera. They're yummy. Can I have another one?
Product placement.
They're a bit like dry.
That's slightly curved.
This recipe calls for parsley and coriander, which whenever a recipe says we need that, I never have any because it goes off so quickly in the fridge. But now we have grown our own parsley and coriander plants and they are thriving. Wait, don't do it not on the vlog. Well, you can do it, but you can take the camera. Guys, look at this. These are peas, tomatoes, and then look at our parsley and coriander. They are living their best life, so I'm going to cut some of this off. I need little scissors. It's so exciting just having all the parsley and coriander that we'll ever need just ready to go. I'm not entirely sure that I'm cutting it in the right place. Okay, quickest lunch ever, chaos. But I think we are done. I'm not 100% sure about the dressing. Let me just quickly... Could have done with some more jalapeno brine, but we didn't have enough. Let me just put some more salt on. That'll be good. Could do with some leaves, but it's fine. Ta-da! Good morning, guys. Sorry, after I finished vlogging that last clip, our house became chaotic. And then I had yoga, and then I had choir, and we were doing dinner, and like, it's so funny. The stuff you don't see on the vlog is quite different to the stuff you do see on the vlog. I'm just touching up my makeup. I've got such sore eyes today. I've had really sore eyes recently because of the hay fever, but I don't know, it feels like not a hay fevery day. I did use this Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Gel Tint, and I'm wondering if that's made my eyes react, because sometimes that happens to me with makeup. Got very, very itchy eye, so I don't know. I'm going to take some hay fever pills just in case it's that. But I'm just touching up my makeup after kind of rubbing it all off on the school run, because I'm heading into town very spontaneously to see Georgia and Katie. I've actually got Georgia here tomorrow for a shoot day. But I was like, I want to catch up with you before the shoot day because otherwise we won't get anything done. I've been away, she's been away. We've got so much to catch up on. And same with Katie. Katie's pregnant. So exciting. I've known for about 500 years. You know, when you find out someone's pregnant really early on, and then when they finally like announce it, you literally feel like, how is this person still pregnant? But I'm so excited for her, and she's finally announced it, and she can fully embrace the pregnant life. So happy for them. So we are all going to get together and have a spontaneous lunch in town, and it's going to be so nice to catch up. Everyone's been away. All three of us have been away since we saw each other. Don't know where we're going. We said we're going to meet in town because Georgia's been on a shoot this morning. She's got a few hours free. Where can we go? I might as well like make the most of it and try something yummy. Exciting. I'm also going to return something that I got from Mango, and maybe if I have time go into a couple of shops and look for a white top for our choir gig. We need to wear a white top, so I might see if I can find something. Just been prepping this morning for my next Foggy Mornings, which I'm filming next week. I'm so excited because it is with someone who I do feel very comfortable with, and I know that she's going to make me feel super comfortable. God, I'm nervous for when I run out of people that I feel comfortable with. Like at some point I'm going to have to do this with someone who's like not a friend, or I don't know, and I'm really nervous for that day because that's what makes me feel a little bit more calm. Like if it's someone who I know I'm going to feel really comfortable with. I don't know this person that well, so they don't make me feel comfortable because it's like an old friend. They're just very, very warm person. I just find I love doing Foggy Mornings, and it's been really fun for me to experiment with something new. But I do find it challenging, and I think I find it challenging because it's very different when you are doing something like this in video form. The format of Foggy Mornings is very similar to like a podcasting format. But the difference between a podcast and this is, even if you watch the video versions of like some of your favourite podcasts, you'll see they're sitting down and they have notes in front of them. And that bit is like really crucial, I think, for the flow of the episode and for prompts, so that they know what questions to ask and they have notes on that person. And that is something you can't really do with video. I do have notes with me that kind of gives me guidelines of the format, but I can't have like questions and topics written on these notes because it's video and we're walking around, and while that person's talking to me, I'm not going to be reading my notes, and it's just me. It's not me and another person. Like when I used to do stuff with Anna, it would be really helpful because while she was talking to a guest or asking questions, I could be checking the notes, and then I could interject with something while she checks the notes, and kind of bounce off each other more. When you're doing something on your own and it's on video, it feels like you're doing it live. It feels like it's just a conversation, and I'm finding that element of it really tricky when it comes to doing it with people that like requires a little bit of research or knowing things about them and prep. I get very nervous ahead of time, like I've got to try and remember certain things about that person, or it's tricky. I feel like I've definitely made this harder for myself by doing it as like a video format. Gosh, that is a very, very, what is that, Lisa Eldridge? It's a very highly pigmented eyeliner. Let me see if I can blend that in a little bit. Also, I don't work with any sort of like producer on this. Georgia helps me film it, and we do chat beforehand if she needs to, like, if I need like a brainstorm, but all the logistics are done by me alone. So all the prep in terms of like organising thank you flowers for the guest, like the logistics on how we're going to get there, how we're going to travel there. If I do need to like print out any notes or anything beforehand, getting those printed, emailing the guest when I'm like inviting them on Foggy Mornings, emailing them a week before. I send them like a form for them to fill out so I could know a little bit more about them, give them kind of information on what they need to prep, and finding out any allergies. And like there's quite a lot of like production side that goes into it. That is why I can only do like one a quarter. But I've been trying to get my head around stuff today because I am filming it next week. But I'm also so excited for this one. You guys are just gonna love her so much. And for anyone who doesn't already know this guest, I just know you're gonna like totally fall in love with her and I can't wait to go to her home. This is MAC Cool Spice. And this is Lisa Eldridge. Can't see the colour because it's refillable, but I think it's called Romy. Oh, I think it might be hay fever because I feel a little bit sneezy. I might just spray some like textured spray in my hair and hope that that's enough. The journey that would normally take me like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just took ages because there was some kind of like tube delay, and now it's raining. I feel like it's just like one of those days. Katie's also delayed. I'm heading to Carnaby Street. We're going to meet at Dishoon because that felt like a good spot. So I'm just hoping to get there before it starts pouring. I didn't look at the weather forecast and it was sunny when I left home. Okay, let's go inside and see if we can find Georgia, who I think is waiting for a table. Sorry. Thank you. Hello! Guys, I'm here with... I'm so blind I can't see you, Katie. And we're having yummy Dishoon. I went for the little chicken roll thing. It's delicious, but we've got lots to catch up on, so that's all you're getting for now. Right, I need to take my mango trousers back. Okay, I'm home, and it was so nice to catch up with Katie and Georgia. Sorry I didn't vlog. I just, you know, real life, I just wanted to actually talk to my friends. I always think I'm going to vlog more, and then I'm like, can't break the chat. It's flowing, and I want to be in the moment. Parcel just arrived, which I think should be a frame. I really hope it's right. I mean, this is a lot of packaging for one little frame. Oh, it's very warm. Must get out the cardigan. So kids are going to be back in a minute. Oh, that feels really big. It feels really big. I wanted a floating frame. Can you see how it's like glass? I got this amazing print when I went to this like art fair kind of thing. And how beautiful is that? And it's on like handmade paper. Can you see how the edging's all like really rough and so gorgeous? So I wanted to be able to see that. That is quite a big frame though, isn't it? And I mismeasured that. I feel like it could have been smaller, although it could look lovely. Sorry guys, it's much later. Rich has popped out to Pilates. I had to take my makeup off because my eyes were just so sore and itchy. I'm just heating up some minestrone soup for myself, a little bit of leftovers. Also, how weird is this? You know how yesterday I was batch cooking for my friend who was meant to be having a baby in like 2 weeks time? She had the baby today. I feel like I did that. Isn't that weird? The fact that I was making her food yesterday and then she had her baby today. Wild. A couple of things I want to show you quickly before I end this video. Look how cute this is. I had the nicest little mug and I smashed it. I sat on it, I left it in the car, and then I got in the car and just sat on it and the whole thing smashed. I was gutted, but that means I have space for a new mug in my life. This is from Anthropology. How cute. It's got this little lid, which is actually a little saucer. Oh my God, I love it. I love that so much. So I've got a little mug, and I framed that. So this is like a one-off like piece of art. There aren't any others like this. This is the original. How nice is it in the clear frame? Really like that. So I'm gonna hang that somewhere in the kitchen. I am shattered, so I'm gonna eat my soup, sit on the sofa, do some work. And I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. So I'll catch up with you guys another day. Bye.